This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and Emily Frankel is sitting here right beside me, and
I'm cooking up something.
What are you cooking up?
Cooking.
Okay,
Into
I'm
the
hungry
pot,
too.
Well, that's part of what I want to talk about.
What?
I want to talk about mundane chores,
What?
mundanities,
All right.
silly, ordinary, dumb things that we have to do in order to just keep going.
You mean like taking out the garbage?
Yeah, like taking out the garbage.
Yeah, and we have to. That's a chore for us
Because we're the top and we have to bring it down.
all the way down. And
Finally, we got our.
And once a week we do the recycling, which is 2 big bags. Sometimes that's once every 2 or 3 weeks.
And it's supposed to be getting to be more so because Bloomberg, before he disappears as mayor, wants to begin to introduce to New York the recycling of food scraps. Don't talk about that now. That's
what?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's not so mundane.
Oh, there's more mundanities. I mean, what are the mundanities we do, like changing 1 million bulbs? All the bulbs that don't really work.
Yeah, we're going to have to change all of the old fluorescents, which are not worn out at all.
We have in our hallway. We have 8-foot fluorescents. I mean, an 8-foot fluorescent is something to carry, and big and tricky, and they're going out. They're not going to be making them anymore.
You know what you made me do?
Yes, we did that. We ordered. What do they call them? A box? What do you call it? A whole bunch of them. We bought.
Gross.
I forgot that
the
there
gross
was a word for
$144.
it.
No.
Anyway, we now have plenty. But for instance, John had to fix our vacuum.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we bought a new vacuum because we
Right.
have a wonderful maid who takes care of us.
Yes.
Only once a month because that's all we want.
Yeah, and we'd done some work in the house, and so there was a lot of dust and stuff left over. And she did a cleaning, and the bag got full. It was the first time the bag had ever gotten full.
It was a Sears vacuum.
Yes, and it was all made out of the vacuum is practically entirely made out of plastic. So I'm so worried about breaking something when we open it. Well, the maid took the bag out, and she somehow pulled off the lid. And I couldn't get the lid back on. I called, how long? Hours. I worked on that for
must have put
5 hours.
At least in over a few days. And finally,
I broke it. I finally
John
snapped.
broke the edge of it. And then after another long call, this is a Sears Roebuck, wonderful, expensive, good vacuum.
And they told us we had to take it back to New
So
Jersey
because the
Bronx or something.
to take it in for repairs. Anyway, John finally fixed the vacuum because clever me, I ordered
I wasn't looking. You ordered
part,
it.
and they shipped us the replacement part because it's under a warranty, and the replacement part went right in, and John realized that it was just a simple thing of not having the lid all the way open when you put in back the lid.
But
that was a mundanity.
Hours. Yeah.
Well, what other mundane things do you have to do?
Oh, well.
For instance, John goes and gets stamps at the post office.
Well,
we joined a get stamps thing that was advertising online, and they began to send us more and more things that we didn't order. And pretty soon we had a huge bill. And I don't know how that happened.
I was very attracted by the little weight that they sent, an electric weight that they sent us, and I thought, oh, that's such a wonderful thing. And I kept getting more and more involved, and they sent us more and more stuff. And then I started losing my temper, and I just chucked the whole business.
Well, mundanities drive me nuts. And John.
Well, it's certain things that I consider unimportant. You consider, like, for instance, I don't like to back up do my backups on the computer, and you sneak in and do the backups when I'm not.
I don't even call that mundane. Mundane is household stuff, like the cleaning supplies.
Oh yeah, well you have to have them.
Well, John, I want to tell you something.
What's that, darling?
You're a good fixer. You're a good maid. You're a good shopper.
And I'm a good mundane maker.
And you handle mundanities beautifully.
You are, well, but you ain't mundane, I'll tell you that.
You're my honey.
Well, you're my honey too.
You
People
can marry me.
Really?
Yep.
Again?
Yep. I do. I do. I do.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for watching our mundanities.
All right. We'll see you next week. Okay. So long. This is AI.R. See you next week.